He was interested in the financial aspect of the Labour Party. He was interested in the account of the Labour Party. He was interested in manipulating the processes of transparency in funding the presidential election of Peter Obi.
Are you saying Abure has no impact?
He has never had any direct impact in Labour. Go and check his history now. The other man, what did they call him? The other old man, if I can remember his name, you understand, was even more relevant. Do you know how many times Obi has come?
All right, in desperation to tarnish Peter Obi's image, yesterday we saw Abure coming out that Peter Obi's very close ally, Aisha Yusuf, and Peter Obi, of course, mismanaged the campaign funds that were generated during the election period. How quickly was your reaction before we...
Let me tell you, I think that issue has been handled in the past, and it was thoroughly treated by the Labour National Working Committee, where they stripped Obi of any criminal act in that regard. Everything was thrown to the open. Everything was open. There was transparency in that regard, trying to handle funds that were made for presidential campaign and the rest of them. So, but recently we are seeing that this man they call, Abure, has been coming up with a lot of things. I remember the latest development that took place in Abure State, where the Labour Party went there to have a kind of a convention or thereabout, kind of get together, or trying to see how they can reform the party or position the party to something better. You can see the reaction coming from Abure, with that signals that he might be working for the federal government. It might be one of those people who federal government is using to make sure that they destabilize Labour Party at the end of the day. So if you look at it very well, the governor of Labour Party in Abia State, Alex Oti, has already taken a position, and Peter Obi himself and other Labour National Working Committee members have already taken position themselves. But well, it is democracy. They need to go through that process, of not making it look as if it is just an organization. It's a political party. They have to go through that democratic process to be able to get a candidate for next year election contest in terms of trying to contest or whatever for presidents and all that. That is okay. But I think to an extent, there has been crisis, unstoppable for some time in Labour Party, and I believe that people who are there should be able to sit down and be able to work it out perfectly, so that a Labour Party will be seen as a party who will likely position themselves, to see how they are going to, battle the man in Anaso Rock. They are talking about Jagaban, who seems to have established himself politically in all the 36 states, given what he knows how to do most, and what is that, he believes that money works for him and not competence. But so that's the Labour Party for you. And Peter Obi has made an official move or official announcement of a new spokesperson in town. Not talking about Omar. You understand? We get to, it's still a developing story, but we get to understand that later. But the position of where we are seeing things politically now, if I can give you an insight on what is going to look like at the end of the day, I don't think that the Labour Party has the required spread and muscle, to withstand the APC government without moving into alliance, or without a political collabo with other prominent opposition political parties coming together to form a force. But it looks like the picture they are trying to paint, the North is trying to withdraw themselves politically from intervening into the situation, the way and manner that the APC will start looking for a way to destroy it. So the North is telling the South that likely Tinubu might be a one-term president, but the presidency again might likely emerge from the south, signaling that there might be a certain push towards the direction of having Obi as a party bearer, flag bearer they are going to support at the end of the day. So it depends on how things develop from now till next year. That will determine the direction where everything is going to go. But currently now, Labour Party is still struggling to get its out.
This crisis that is being wetting the Labour Party, there are so many allegations that ever since the Deputy Speaker made that statement that Alex Otti will only be a one-term governor and this will be the last time Labour Party will ever win an election in Abia State. So many people are saying that APC is now fully in charge, that Abure and Apapa are reporting directly to the president, and therefore they have charged Abure to open all the presidential and any elective positions open for their people to come in. So my question again to you is Labour Party still an SPV, a formidable force for Peter Obi, going forward?
Peter Obi has always remained a lifeline in and it was able to shoot Labour Party to limelight to where it is today and become a prominent opposition
but
party.
But the problem now is that party has been taken over.
No, it's not. It's expected because Nigerian politicians are bereft of ideology. They don't know what ideology is all about. They don't know what sustainability is all about. They don't know what it means, to persevere. They don't know what it means, to understand their position politically in a nation like Nigeria. So they find it very difficult. They are in one party and they are giraffing in the other party. They want to be there and they want to be there. We are not going to rule out APC infiltration in Labour Party. We are not ruling that out. And if Abure is a sellout, I should also be ready for the consequences. And that is why Yusuf is saying that they are going to form another powerful network called Obedient Movement. They're going to Obedient Group. They're going to make it more formidable. They're going to make it more stronger. It's going to have a nationalistic spread. So the handwriting is on wall. There's no how you'll be dining with the APC government in the night and be sounding Labour Party in the morning without people knowing what you are doing. So I believe that there should be a plan to checkmate the excesses of the likes of Abure and with romancing with the presidency. And let me even sound a signal to the Deputy Speaker of Federal House of Representatives, Benjamin Kalu. Please desist from imposing anything undemocratic in the entire Southeast. In as much as we have little respect for you, yes, I can say it, but you are derailing. Do not let this agenda of Muslim feudal system to infiltrate your consciousness, and you begin to talk anyhow like Gaduje, who does not know what it means to have a democratic setting in a democratic system. Gaduje does not know anything about democracy. What is democracy? The people decide where they want to be. Why would you force people and you are using it as a measurement for marginalization? That if the entire Eastern Nigeria fail to align with the APC at the federal level, the marginalization agenda will do what? Continue. Mr. Niyi, is that democracy? People have right. Even the SDP can control any state. It must not be PDP, it must not be APC. That's the beauty of democracy. Why are you making it? Look at it. You are introducing gradually political feudal system in our democratic processes. That is wrong, and that is what they want to transfer to Benjamin Kalu. So at the end of the day, he started struggling with the consciousness that we have already, signaling that at least we can point at one governor in the entire Eastern Nigeria that is trying to even give breath. Now, I'm not saying that Alex Otti is fantastic. No, but I'm saying to an extent, he has tried to show some level of leadership, and he should be commended for that.
Well, Abure says that meeting that was held in Umuahia is a civilian coup against his administration as the chairman of NLC. I mean, as the chairman of Labour Party, hence the reason of his house bust. You know, that Peter Obi apparently is an ingrate, looking at the minimal time that he had, that he went all out to ensure that Peter Obi got that presidential ticket. But is this how Peter Obi will pay him? Let me. Don't you think Peter Obi is an ingrate?
Let me tell you very clearly that Abure is just playing the master's script. He does not know what he's talking about. I can tell you categorically that the Labour Party they are talking about today is because Peter Obi is involved. The face of Labour Party today is because Peter Obi is involved. No, what can he do? Is he the one that mobilizes Nigerians to vote for Peter Obi? He was just, bros, let me tell you, he was just trying to leverage. Let me come. He was just trying to. I do not agree. Let me tell you, he was interested in the financial aspect of the Labour Party. He was interested in the account of the Labour Party. He was interested in manipulating the processes of transparency in funding the presidential election of Peter Obi. Peter Obi was not his interest. Remember too, there was another old man who was also part of the system that also went and created his own fashion, and of course took this particular man to the court. Have you forgotten?
Abure gave him the platform to become whatever he is.
It's not Abure, it is the Labour Party. It's not Abure. You understand? They wooed him because they know that they have something at the end of the day.
Are you saying Abure has no impact?
He has never had any direct impact in Labour Party. Go and check his history now. The other man, what did they call him? The other old man, if I can remember his name, you understand, was even more relevant. Do you know how many times Obi has come to the rescue of this man, even when they want to remove him as the national chairman of the Labour Party? Obi intervened on several, but he wanted to kill the due process in Labour Party, and Obi is resisting that. And you want to use your acclaimed position as a Labour Party national chairman to now go against the process of which things are being set aside. Of course, at the end of the day, without Peter Obi, Labour Party will know where they belong, and they will also went back there to belong. Obi is a material anytime, any day. If he swings over to any political party, that party comes alive. That is just it.
So, Mr. Chinedu, you are saying Abure is only crying wolf because he feels he has no.
He has been deprived. He has been checkmated. He has been checkmated from having a direct access to the funding, to the pulse of the Labour Party at the national level. That is the problem. So what he needed to do now is to ally with the forces of infiltration to make sure that the image of Labour Party and Peter Obi, just because you want to grease your hand, you want to put money into your pocket, you want to fix yourself at the end of the day, without believing that this is what it means to be leader, to be a leader. This is what it means to engage yourself in a leadership position. This is what it means to be a servant. This is what it means, to be at the service. It's not only you now. You should consider yourself privileged enough to be in a political party where somebody like Peter Obi is a candidate. But because the man there knows how to how will I extravagantly dish out by people's conscience, then you want Peter Obi to follow that line. Well, I wish whatever he calls himself, Abure, good luck. But let me tell you, at the end of the day, the position that is meant for you will also be meant for you at the end of the day. You cannot stop Peter Obi. No political party can stop Peter Obi unless Peter Obi decide that I can no longer, continue to involve myself. But
Mr. Chinedu, before I let you go, don't you think it is fair to at least, even if it is just 1%, commend the contribution of Abure during the campaign period to support Peter Obi on his political journey? Because as it were, it seems Abure is the devil And for me, I
I cannot call any man a devil, you know, but your approach and attitude and what you are bringing to the table, if it looks devilish, then we'll condemn it outrightly. You know, what Abure is trying to achieve now is going to backfire against him because looking at Peter Obi is already a material. Any place he steps his foot, that party comes alive, and people are still following him. Peter Obi, of course, the president in waiting.
thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu, for that brilliant, as usual, submission made by you. Good morning.